When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Texas Longhorns, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll run this play from the pistol. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Tight end now in motion. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7, and they register a sack early here on only the 2nd play of the game.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Running back searching for a hole.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Longhorns in the hurry up. down, they'll go to the air. Moving out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
And the Longhorns are on the move. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Defense going all in to stop the run. Gonna look downfield again. Batted at the line and incomplete as that throw was headed toward the end zone.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions, setting up third down.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Touchdown, Texas. Number 4 in the end zone.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27. First down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Here's a hit. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny. You know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position, and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Just ran over it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
Might as well give it to him again. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The play action fake. There's the pressure. Finds his big tight end. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, when he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Off the RPO, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Alabama pushing the tempo. The give on the option. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on 4th. And the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air on first down. Now adjusting. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. The pull and throw off the RPO. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Back to pass on second down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down, first down, first down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
He'll keep it himself. Look out, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They have a ton of designed runs in the playbook for him, much like when Vince Young took over full-time at quarterback, threw for over 1,500 and rushed for another 1,000. Dual-threat guys can move the ball.
Yeah, and when you got a quarterback like that, you should have a ton of runs in there. I mean, if I'm Texas, I got a guy that's got wheels like that can burn. I would be dumb not to have this as a big part of my playbook.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one?
Ball is loose. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on third down. Makes the catch. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He gets a block. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working on the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy?
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The offense changing the play. Off play action. Finds his tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Might be changing the route. On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. At the 30. The 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Longhorns! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air, trying to set up the screen. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Puts it out of the air. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Now the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Alabama quickly back to the line.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they're able to make the tackle.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Texas! The defense putting points on the board.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point makes it 28-0. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Creates a little space. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the ground with the back. Gets it past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
1st and 10.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Let's go!
He wants to change this route. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. Brings him to the open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Get set!
Back to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got a man. It's Bauer. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. They're going to run it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Cricket!
Going for 6. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to add another to their lead.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. He's got an open man. Smashes through the tackle. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open. Man zone, I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football. He's going to make big plays for me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised that...
Turning it on! Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Texas 42, Alabama 14.
And here he comes out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
First and 10.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown tie.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick six.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Louisiana Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Bulldogs offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 25 over Western Kentucky. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Number 0.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes.
He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got enough for the first. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. He's now over 150 yards on the ground, and you start putting yourself in that ethereal company of great Longhorn running backs.
Yeah, there's so many of them that we could go back and Cedric Benson and Rick.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Alabama Crimson Tide will take over. First and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Finds a man on the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Final play of the quarter coming. Trying the left side. Oh, he's got some space. Finding an escape route. The 30. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Number 0.
Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback.
Set to kick it away.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11.
First and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Got his man quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He tries to take the top off. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Texas. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Bauer. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
First and 10.
Here comes the Texas offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying.
Breaks into the open. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. From the gun, the give, looking for room. At the 40, there he goes. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorns. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Makes a move. Got a little room. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking left. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The inside handoff. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to the running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll try the left side. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! They stretch this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Crimson Tide will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes that Alabama offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The screen, he can go. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Trying to get behind the defense. Catch inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out quickly. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. These corners going to give them some space. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Rides the back on the option to give. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Off to the races. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, the consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they're able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
And some room to work. Turning it on. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense, whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown Tide. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Finding open area. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.